What's up, guys, and welcome to another top 8 coverage from the Stack Deck. I got Zdral with me here. I am Rylanor. We both were present at this event. We were not present for the top 8 because it happened at like 9 p.m. and they kicked everybody out, and I'm pretty sure top 8 didn't finish until like basically midnight. But we are starting out with Rocklho on Azir versus SamDSherman on Rengar. And we are looking at the Azir list. Couple interesting things about this Azir list are no Death Grip, which was kind of a really big thing in Lil, I know for Squirtle. 2 Vi's, and 1 Visions of the Future. I mean, I guess there are also the sacrifices. As far as things that came from a niche, but I'm really interested in the 2 mainboard salvages, the lack of death grips, and the 9 one drops in equipment. What do you think, Zdral? How does this look to you?
Looks like just the new, like a more standard, the new standard Azir decks. Azir decks. Azir decks. Generally, people just went away from the sacrifice. I think because of the bounce effects that are becoming a lot more prevalent with purple, with Starcross becoming so prevalent. Also, sacrifice in some ways works around your game plan as Azir because you actually care about protecting your units. You're essentially just creating like a 2/2 body every turn, and you losing units
Hopefully.
is very dangerous. Yeah, hopefully, obviously. That may be foreshadowing what happens next round, but the upcoming round. But I think that's generally the reason. I mean, that's also the reason why Shadow's Call, even though it's a really broken card, it's just not as prevalent compared to like a Victor. Like they both have like a token strategy, but obviously Azir cares about his tokens a lot more.
Yeah, I know that Shadow Call is really good with the Eye of the Herald.
Yeah.
Because you can Shadows Call the token. And I know for Sacrifice, the interesting thing about Sacrifice for me within the concept of this list is you can't you can only sacrifice something that either has a basically you can only sacrifice something that has a BF sword on it, right? Because like you're probably not sacrificing something that has a or I guess to your point, the only time you're sacrificing anything is to save it from like a bounce effect so that you at least get some value.
Yeah.
But like even with Treferian War Camp, everything that doesn't have a BF sword or has been equipped with a brutalizer on that turn is ineligible for sacrificing. So I'm really interested in 2 sacrifices and like 1 call the week when I almost feel like sacrifice looks kind of difficult to pull off in this deck.
Yeah. I think that's also. And another interesting part is also, again, the Arena's greatness. So there's like a very tempo-oriented deck game plan. Like you.
Well, with 9 1 drops.
Yeah.
I would hope so.
Yeah. But I think we just go to see the next deck. We'll see.
Yeah, let's check out Rengar from SamDSherman.
Yes,
This is a very funny looking list.
Yeah.
It's a lot of 3-ups.
Yeah. At least you're committed to the game plan. I mean, there's no.
Yeah, this is very focused, to say the least.
Yeah. Obviously, the sentries are odd in most decks, but I think the ability to provide like a 1 bonus, a 1 might bonus is actually pretty interesting, and also makes your going second significantly more efficient if you can just develop him and just another 2 drop. Other than that, I mean, this deck seems I ambush.
Aggro.
Yeah, ambush.
Very aggro.
Yeah.
Very aggro. This looks very annoying to play against.
Yeah.
Let's see how it turns out.
Game 1.
All right, game 1. So it looks like just a reminder, top 8 specifically is untimed, and the turn order is determined by seeding. So Rocklho got 4th versus SamDSherman's 5th. I'm assuming Rocklho is going first. Looks like he is mulliganing 1, and SamDSherman is as well. Oh, maybe not.
Wait, did he only mull 1? Let me see this. Oh, 2.
Oh,
Okay.
there we go.
I'm gonna say criminal.
Mulls 2. Versus 1 from SamDSherman. So Rocklho 9 1-drops.
A Rise, a BF Sword, and what other unit is that?
Another
BF Sword?
no turn 1 play. All right, this game's a little bit over. I hate to say it, but that is really, really tough. All right, we got a 3-drop and 2 1. All right.
Yeah. 2 points. 2 points.
This game's over. That sounds really brutal, but all right. So what's gonna happen here is on SamDSherman's turn, regardless of what happens with Rocklho, SamDSherman can move in this sentry to the dais, get a Sand Soldier that puts the Fey Folk up to 2, and if he plays basically anything else, he has to play 2 other units, and that is going to put the Determined Sentry up to 4. And if the Determined Sentry is up to 4, Rocklho will have no units because the Sand Soldier will get charmed in, and he will be extremely behind. So the question is, I mean, even if you trade with the Sentry, you're probably happy with it, just because from a tempo perspective, Rocklho is completely out of it, and you're a lot happier to commit the Rengar on SamDSherman's side than the Azir on Rocklho's side. Especially because we didn't see any Guardian Angels in the main board, and Yellow Azir is primarily used as a closer. But I think that it's about to get really bad for Rocklho. What do you think, Zdral?
Yeah, I mean, I just don't think there's much play here. I mean, having Charm on a stick is very strong. Who knew? Who knew?
Yeah.
He develops a Sand Soldier. He pays 1, bounces back, and makes the Faithful go to 2. He plays one more unit, goes to 3. He plays another. It's kind of actually, he already has the Sentry. The Sentry's 1, so he just needs another 1-drop.
Oh, yep.
And another 2-drop.
He needs a 2-drop or a 3-drop.
Yeah,
even,
and that works,
right?
Yeah.
And that's why the Sentry's good, right? Like paying 1 energy to give something +1 in. Oh, okay. All right. Yep. Now we're at 2, and then he
2 trumps on a stick. Yeah.
Oh. Okay, not the Sentry, but Inferno, and regardless.
Even more efficient, even more efficient.
Yeah. The only thing I would be concerned of here is if he had a...
On guard.
But
obviously, we know he only has 1 of, and 1 out of 20-something cards.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. He knows it's a 1 of. It is an open deck list. That's a pretty calculated risk. But
I mean, what are you risking?
A risk nonetheless.
That
being said, I almost...
Continue.
Go ahead.
Continue.
I was going to say, I might psych myself out because seeing as he missed a 1-drop, Rocklho missed a 1-drop. If I was SamDSherman, I would be thinking, okay, well, I know he doesn't have equipment in hand, so it's entirely possible that he has maybe stuff that he doesn't want in hand. I don't know. I mean, I think you take the gamble. I guess depending on what was in SamDSherman's hand.
I mean, if a card in 1 in 39 or 1 in 39 hits me like that, then you deserve. I mean, you have to. He deserves to win. That's all I'm going to say. But obviously,
the game's not over. The game's not over at that point. But
yeah.
SamDSherman is at 4 points.
Yeah, but the problem now he can literally just develop Rengar. Develop Rengar in the other battlefield, move the charm unit in, the charm on the stick, and then kill whatever unit's gonna, kill the Sand Soldier for free.
Yep, and then at that point, Rocklho has to make a really tough decision. Do I wait? Because SamDSherman's at 4. The points haven't updated yet, but SamDSherman is at 4, right? So at that point, Rocklho has to make a decision. Okay, do I try to play more? Do I try to play more gears in order to make my Arise better, or do I have to slam out the Arise just so I don't basically immediately insta-die next turn?
I mean, he needs to hope that he gets at least 3 gears, right? To at least have a unit in the back line to swing back in. He Rangars, obviously. He gets pumped up. And
yeah.
Yeah.
So, Rengar is there. He's going to retreat. That's smart because you want to retreat just because that battlefield is so strong in Rengar. And then...
Okay,
plays the Sentry.
Okay, he had no mana. Well,
he would go to 1.
Yeah, he had mana for Punch First, but doesn't have mana for the signature spell. So That's less terrible, I guess.
I guess that's probably fine, just because you want to play the signature spell, or you could always play the signature spell like whenever. I'm just saying you probably don't want to conquer the Emperor's. Actually, I guess you could conquer the Emperor's Dais, but he wouldn't want to. He wouldn't want to conquer the Emperor's Dais with the blink of the Thrill of the Hunt, because then he wouldn't be able to get the benefit of the Emperor's Dais, which is that +1. Okay, interesting. So, I guess the thought process here is if he does play an Arise with the Brutalizer and the BF Sword, that's +6. So we would go up to 8.
But he has punch first, so he's calculating, okay, 11, 12 might. Can he do 12 might worth of damage in one turn?
If you have the punch first, I'm not sure why you play the Sentry to the Hall of Legends.
I think you do it. Okay, how much might is it possible? That's 6, 7. That's 6 plus 2. 2 Sand Soldiers.
Maybe you do it to get around Hidden Blade.
Maybe, but I don't think so.
Okay, there's the Arise. Yeah, I'm actually very curious as to why we have the Sentry on the Hall of Legends. Just because the Sentry can't move to base, right? Like, that's pretty explicit. So we've got the Arise. I'm assuming we're going to have one super unit head into the base. Okay, so yeah, he is going to equip the Brutalizer. So we're going to have, what, 2, 5, 8 versus 7? And we know that SamDSherman has the punch first in hand, but Rocklho has to do this? Yeah. But again, I really just, I don't understand the Sentry. Again, maybe unless you're playing around the Hidden Blade so that you don't lose control of the battlefield. But even if you do lose control over the battlefield,
I mean,
I don't know. This puts you on odd points. No, yeah, I guess. So let's see. Yeah, no, because if he Hidden Blades the Rengar, the Sentry can't even trade with the punch first unless he was counting on maybe Rocklho not equipping everything that he needed to that battlefield.
Yeah.
I don't know. That's interesting.
The problem, again, but the core problem is always going to be that Charm on a stick in the back line that's just going to grab a unit.
Yep.
And just kill his development. So, Faithful, that stupid thing is so broken.
It's good.
Yeah.
In Rengar, it's very good. Well, I think it's probably good everywhere, but does Kha'Zix play it?
Yeah, they do. Yes, they do.
Okay. So, I would assume that card is a guards at the dais. So, if he charms the Sand Soldier over, the Sand Soldier can go up to 5. So I think that the Feyfolk probably dies here.
Yeah, but I mean, you're trading what, 6 might, or for 1. We take that trade every day, or 5 might for 1, right? Okay,
Yeah.
Brutalizer.
Yeah, that's going to be the Brutalizer. So we've got 7 at that battlefield now versus 3.
Either going to
We've
be
got
the Apathy, what's his name?
Apothecary. We've got the Grim Apothecary.
Or Nidalee, but it looks like Apothecary.
Yeah, because he's not tapping an orange. So
yeah.
I would assume... Oh. Is he going to fix it?
I mean, I think
either way,
I think
one
Sherman.
unit and
I think
he
Sherman
wins
at
the
this point he can
battlefield.
close his eyes and just not even think about whatever he's doing.
Okay, so it is in Italy. It is in Italy.
Yeah.
And that's 5. So now we're at 8.
Yeah.
You have to kill the Nidalee here if you're Rocklho.
Yeah, because of the card draw.
Because of the card draw.
But he goes to 6 here. He moves the Faithful, and it will trade out another 4-might unit,
For the BF sword, probably.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, he can't buff the Faith Folk enough to make it matter, it's gonna die. Yeah. But now Rocklho needs another Arise to have a chance. Does he have another Arise?
If he had, I think he plays it instantly, but yeah, I mean, I think this position, if he does not have another Rise here, I think it's very difficult to come back. And even with an Arise,
missing the 1-drop.
Yeah, missed the tempo. It caused so many problems.
But even if he hit the 1-drop,
I mean, he had discipline. Maybe he had discipline. I think he had discipline. So he probably trades. At minimum, trades.
It certainly doesn't go as poorly. All right, so he can't Arise anymore.
Yeah.
He can't accelerate Azir.
Yeah. He can develop one unit right now. If he goes to the bounce, no, he can't. He can't do anything there. I guess he re-equip. Okay.
Okay, you stack here. I guess what you could, because stacking with Azir is very difficult because the legend ability says that you have to play it to a battlefield, right? Like, so at most he can do is, you want to leave the brutalizers unequipped so that you get the extra might bonus on the next turn, but theoretically what you want to do here is you want to...
What is he hiding? What's going on here? Oh. He's at 7, right? 7 versus 8? Yeah, I mean, I think this position you're praying to whoever and asking, because all he needs is another ambush unit right now. He goes in with, he has 11 worth of might, right? Just right now. He would need probably double Cold a week, but at that point you're still drawing 4 extra cards. So are you even complaining about that?
Yeah.
Even if that's in a what is it called? Is it a Rise? Or what is it called? The one hidden card that lets you summon another Stand Soldier that swings the might to 6. Not even 6 to 5.
Well, he's yeah.
Okay. He moves in. At worst, that's a hidden blade. If that's a hidden blade, you kill Rengar. You have 5 might, pushing into 7. No, 6, right? Yeah, 6. This is an awkward situation.
6. The Soul Sword is +1.
Yeah.
Because again, like, what you want to see here, I mean, because Rocklho, next turn you either have an Arise or you go for Yellow Azir to move your units over, but like, I guess if you're Sam, you just want to, if you're Sam, you can't, I think you have to full commit here.
Yeah. But I mean, you're happy to full commit here, right?
I mean, yeah. I mean, you're so far ahead. And you have your tricks. You've got another apothecary if you want to save some stuff. You've got 2 more Rengars in the deck. Inferna, Nidalee.
I mean, Azir is like it's a very fair deck, you know. Best way to describe it.
Yeah. I think that we are kind of seeing one of the main problems though, which is like, I mean, you run 9 1-drops, right? But like,
you miss.
You miss that. If you miss, you miss. But on top of if you miss, like,
he developed 2 1-drops at the same time, and then he scores a 2, and then he immediately goes to 4 afterwards. In a typical deck where he doesn't have that the sentry, he just goes to 3, right? He draws. It looks like he's gonna draw, try to find an answer.
Yeah, but it's a draw and a buff.
Yeah, I mean that makes it a lot
right?
better.
So now we're at what, 12 might on SamDSherman's side.
Just walk up. Let's see what happens.
Yeah, because that would put Rocklho at 11. If he guards
3
into a brutalizer.
Oh, okay.
Oh, hidden blade. Okay.
Draw
So
card.
we're at 6 to 6. So if SamDSherman has like literally anything.
Yeah, well, you know, he can dig into literally anything if he gets draws 2 extra cards.
Yeah. So we have 6 to 6. Does he have? Well, don't we? Yeah. I mean, I'm assuming Grim Apothecary, Nidalee, like anything. And you saw how many 3-ofs SamDSherman was running in his deck list, right? Like, there's no way he doesn't have a unit he can play here. Yeah, Grim Apothecary. Yeah, all right, that's game. That's game. Because now we're at 7.
Oh, hidden blade.
Oh, hidden blade from the hand. Wow, okay.
Draw 2, still trade though.
Yeah. Sam, I mean, if he draws a punch first, but now I would retreat with the Sand Soldier. Yep.
Develop another unit. Oh, develop units afterwards. I mean, this is possibly the best scenario for but he needs an Arise. That's the only way this works, right?
He needs an Arise. Yeah, he needs an Arise.
Like
and he has no yellow runes, so he can't play Azir.
Yeah. Well, like and that's a defy.
2 cards in hand.
Yeah, it's a defy and a Door Shield.
Is there anything that there's nothing that you're defying in this deck other than the signature spell? I just thought of that.
Yeah, I mean maybe
do you take the defies out?
Probably. Oh, second game.
Yeah, so we didn't see the sideboard, so we don't technically know what each player has access to. I would take the defies out.
Yeah.
Honestly, like the signature spell's good, but
drop.
okay, all right. He has a 1-drop. He has a 1-drop.
Yeah,
We're good. We're good.
2 mana. Yeah, shortcut. I will say I'm not a fan of him not tapping the Azir, but I get it. Like everyone knows what they're doing.
At this point, I would hope so.
Okay.
Wonder.
They don't care about the tapping, but they do that. I'm so confused. Okay, that's right. What are you doing?
Yeah. I don't know. It doesn't matter. I will say when I played Magic and stuff too, like, and when I equipped something, I always made sure that the equipment was tapped too, as compared to having it like in like the T pose. That's just me.
That's funny. Me. I think I will say that especially for the tank, I think that's probably the best way because visually, like reading that tiny text versus you seeing the Door Shield, you kind of know what it is. But that looks like a much worse start for SamDSherman. Yeah, SamDSherman.
Yeah, that's like playing a pit rookie when you have nothing to buff, or a first mate when you have no.
I don't understand the GA. I feel like you making what is that spell called? Let you create repeatable 2 Sand Soldiers is a better.
Oh, yeah. Desert's Call.
Isn't Desert's Call better than GA here? Isn't Desert?
I think when you're running 9 1-drops, Desert's Call is probably really good because it's almost like a mini Arise. Obviously,
yeah.
You don't get the readying, but like also, and this is something that like I think is a huge problem with Rocklho's deck that I really do think that a Desert's Call would completely fix is you can play the Sand Soldiers from Desert's Call anywhere.
Yeah, 100%.
You can bolster a battlefield because again, kind of the problem that
I actually don't think this is that good. I mean, I get it. You lose the GA, you lose an equipment, but he also deramps him by 2. Had no mana up to defend this. Like, he had any equipment in this position. That poor little Akshan is dead. And like, yeah, you lose equipment, but like he deramps himself for 2. Like that's not the worst. That is not the worst.
It's definitely not the worst, but it is the only equipment that you're not getting back if the Akshan dies.
Yeah, but I mean, isn't Akshan okay? What if you stole like a brutalizer or a longsword, like or a BF sword? That's so much worse because he just develops in the back. I think that's my position.
I will so I like as somebody who played a lot of jacks and stuff. I will say, I understand your point, but the thing about a GA on Akshan is it means you can actually play the unit.
As an aggressive,
okay,
fair
enough. What I mean by that is if you have an Akshan and you've stolen an equipment, like half the time, unless it's like a spinning axe that has like temporary, so if it dies on your turn, you don't care. Half the time, you don't even want to use Akshan because like there's a chance that the Akshan might die, and if the Akshan dies, they get their equipment back. So GA, I would not steal anything other than the GA, in my opinion, with the Akshan. Just because it's free, and again, if the Akshan dies, I mean, he gets the unit back, or he gets the gear back for an rise. So like, you just kind of end up with a unit that's sitting there.
Yeah, because you're afraid of losing that.
GA's, yeah, the GA is the perfect thing to steal. But here we are. So that Sand Soldier has the Brutalizer. So that's things at 5 versus. We got a Kinkoku at 3 and an Akshan at 4, so 1 unit. Okay, so that's going to put the Akshan, I would assume. Oh, okay, so he's fixing Akshan at 5. Goes in here. Discipline. Okay, that's interesting. So now we're at 6 to 5. If he plays another unit, depending on the unit, we're going to see trade. 3. Is that an Apothecary? Okay, an Apothecary. Oh, he has the opportunity to do something really annoying here. He bounces the Apothecary back and returns.
That's such a crazy interaction.
That is nuts. I really, again, the first time I saw Apothecary, I thought it would say another unit.
Yeah.
But it can bounce itself. And I guess you don't ever care, but for Star Spring, that is brutal. And now we're up to 3. And the thing here in Rocklho's position, though, is like if he plays a gear and he gets a Sand Soldier, he's going to have to deramp himself in order to equip something if he wants to challenge the other battlefield. But what are the lines that are available to Rocklho here, Zdral, that you see? Anything with Azir?
Oh, yeah. I think I mentioned it. I think you can play it. There's like an odd line, and like I mean, obviously this is 17. Like
he has a GA in hand.
Yeah. I mean, if you just play Azir, you can even accelerate Azir into this position, accelerate him to the into Spring, bounce your unit back, and then you just move up over there. You lose 1 rune, but Azir can also retreat back. This play is the most straightforward play, but you lose a unit, which sucks. You scored a 4, but you have 1 less unit in the back line for the crackback. And also, this is worse if you still develop Azir in any way. Like, so this is a little confusing. Okay, he's gonna develop the GA. Okay.
He's not gonna equip the GA.
Yeah.
Because he probably wants to save it for Azir.
I mean, in theory, you actually don't lose any, like, nothing changes because of the runes, right? But if you keep the GA, if you keep the Azir on top of there, that's still like a 5 might, that's still a 5 might body, you know? That can block something, you know?
The only thing that you're afraid of at that point is a second Akshan.
Yeah, but again, he's also he's also deramping super hard, and you have such might. You have so much might in your back line.
It definitely makes it harder to use Azir as. I think if you want to be like super safe. Oh, okay, yeah, that's interesting. So to your point, if you play an Azir accelerated on the Star Spring, you can bounce back that heavily equipped Sand Soldier, run that Sand Soldier in to kill the Kinkoku, and then you could retreat the Azir, or you could keep the Azir there and equip it with a GA. If you want to be maximally safe, you probably retreat the Azir.
I think
yeah,
you
you're
keep
right.
it. I think you keep it as a GA just as a fat body to make him
Oh,
work
and if
for
he's
it.
gonna equip the GA here anyway,
Yeah.
now he's technically down a Sand Soldier that he did not need to be down.
Yeah.
Because if he plays the Azir to this, yeah. So like, whether or not it's the right play, based off of everything that he did, technically he could still be up a unit if he played the Azir to the Star Spring.
Yeah.
And then, yeah. So that's losing a unit is tough. I think it probably matters less here, given that we're not seeing the irresistible Fey folk.
Yeah, but I still think you
But-
develop it there just because you slow him down. He has to commit something to that battlefield, and he can't easily move. Like, I mean,
it's not free.
Yeah, it's not free. It's not free because.
And he can't do the Grim Apothecary thing again, which we know he has in hand.
Yeah, exactly. Something will die. At least a unit will die, and I think to some degree, like, as Azir, you need to start whittling down this many units down, like as much as possible.
Yeah, I definitely think that the line that you brought up with playing the Azir to the Star Spring, given that he did everything else,
Yeah.
was technically more efficient.
Yeah, you probably just don't accelerate. I think that's probably incorrect because you can't create a unit. But either way, you still have two bodies in the backline to crack back that are like you can re-equip. But maybe I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how this works. I mean, you have access to
being down a
Rengar.
unit is rough anyway.
Yeah. You're right now in a position where Rengar's open. He easily goes to 5 here, obviously. Does it even matter? Like, what can you even do here? Like, you send the Avernas to go to the other side, and then send the Akshan to go to the other side, and if something bad happens, you ambush again, and...
You have the Grim Apothecary play 100% of the time with Star Spring.
Yeah.
So one of his units is basically completely free at all times.
That's crazy. That's such a crazy combo.
That is a nuts combo. Yeah.
Interesting. Why that play?
Interesting. Okay.
I guess he values the ambush more. Maybe that's the logic behind it.
Yeah, you'd rather bounce a card back to your hand that has ambush so that you can get the additional might on another turn. Oh, okay. Okay. I mean, fair enough, I guess. I mean, maybe he has another one in hand. Well, even if he has another one in hand, it's not going to work with the...
Yeah, but yeah.
Star Spring.
I mean, he says Akshan's just
Oh!
not used Oh, let's see what's
There's
in your
an
hand.
Ash.
Let's see what's in your hand, yeah. That's always good.
That card is so annoying.
You
Oh
know,
my
you know,
goodness.
if you have the Rengar, right now you have the Rengar signature spell, I think you always use it and bounce Akshan. Yep, that is a correct play. Because you go to 6.
Yep.
That's all the breakpoints that matter. You better hope.
Yep. And you don't want it to get taken.
Yeah, and you can read. Oh my God!
Oh!
You cry.
Oh,
You
dude.
cry.
Oh, yeah, because you're playing it.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
that is brutal. Oh, that is brutal.
Thanks for your GA, buddy. Thanks for your GA, buddy.
Oh, you know, I'm actually surprised that he didn't grab the brutalizer, but I guess it doesn't matter.
The worst part about this play is that he can just play he can play here the Vernas, play it on Star Spring, bounce his Akshan back, and then you keep your 5 might unit. That is
yeah, because yeah, I mean,
yeah, you want to protect your
wait,
5
does
might
Star
unit.
Spring say the first time?
Yes. There's the first time this turn.
Well, he already played a unit there. Does that mean the Star Spring wouldn't trigger?
I think the other unit, maybe the word, you probably have to double check, but I'm pretty confident he can just play another unit. Or maybe you're right.
I'd have to look that up. Because I'm pretty sure it says the first time a player plays a non-token unit here each turn, and that counts as playing the unit. So
Maybe you're right.
I'm actually fairly certain that even with an Inferna, he wouldn't be able to save the Akshan.
What?
That being said, you don't care about saving the Akshan because it has a freaking GA equipped.
Yeah, but man, this also is worse because he has Rengar as a backup piece and Punch First next turn, depending on the
Well,
colors.
the other thing is,
Yeah.
he's forced in playing the Ash. he's completely forced into running anything in.
Wow. Give me that unit.
Okay.
That's tragic.
Interesting.
You draw 2 more cards.
Interesting.
You draw 2 more cards. Dude, this,
Oh, and there's a sabotage.
This is GA.
Yeah, so
This is GA, man.
yeah, I mean the point that I was making is you probably had to do it anyway, but it's more difficult now because with the Ash, like if he gets the hold, he just immediately okay, so that happened on the showdown, so he's not at 6.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that saves the game.
We were still in the showdown, so he's not at 6.
I mean, that breaks, it's over. You cry. Like, I mean, there's no way to win this. If you have the Rise, this is pretty good.
Yeah, I mean, at this point, we kind of have to be worried about a couple things. We know he has a punch first. I guess we got to be worried about the on guard.
Yeah, the 1 million card, the 1 in 39, I think.
Well, we don't know if he has more in the sideboard that he brought in, truthfully. Oh, this matchup is making me like not want to play Azir. As crazy as that sounds, I just feel like the deck is super fair, but sometimes it just doesn't feel like it has enough agency. All right.
I
So
mean, I think you just summon you summon Rengar, you play him out, and you hold both battlefield. You punch first as a backup tool. I mean, he needs a.
Do you sabotage here?
No, you can't. Then you don't have enough might for you don't have enough might or enough orange for. Yeah, actually, you don't have enough mana. Punch first and Rengar at the same time.
Well, you wouldn't want to punch. So the only reason that you would sabotage here is to make sure that there's no on guard.
Yeah, but I mean, I think that's a losing line.
Okay.
I think you.
Yeah, maybe you don't care enough about it.
Yeah, I mean, I think you just develop your Rengar, force this fight. It doesn't matter.
Okay.
And then you
All
have,
right.
Yeah, I'm reading his mind.
No.
I'm actually reading his mind.
Yeah.
I mean,
And,
you force him. Yeah, you force him to play it. That's you. He has to have it, and he doesn't have it. It's over. So.
Yeah. And Rocklho knows that he has the punch first here. So.
Yeah.
What is Rocklho's out here?
Rise and another. Oh, it's Call of the Week. I think I saw Call of the Week.
Call of the Week would be good.
No, never mind.
Get
That's
rid of
sacrifice. That's sacrifice. Never mind.
Call of the Week would be actually Call of the Week would probably hurt unless you manage to get an equipment out beforehand.
Yeah, he can. But this also is worse simply because.
He's floating 3 power.
Yeah.
He's equipping everything to Ash.
Yeah, I think that's the most efficient way to do this.
So he's floating 3 power.
Nah.
He's got another Ash in hand.
That's terrible, though. That's a terrible hand.
I think that he loses here.
Yeah, he does, just straight up.
Well, so, yeah, because the problem is he can't get both. So with the punch first in SamDSherman's hand, this is kind of unbreakable because what he could technically do at this point, unless he played, he can't because he can't play another Ash.
Nope.
No, he has the 2 energies. So I guess maybe the only line that I can think of here is you Ash, take the punch first, play,
make an Azir,
run the Ash in,
make an Azir
to kill the stuff, make a Sand Soldier, and then move into the other battlefield with the Azir to clear it out.
Yeah, that's the only play.
So I think you have to Ash here to take the punch first. Otherwise, I think you just lose because you're not going to have enough power.
The problem is, what if he got? Did he get from the other Call of the Week? Did he draw another punch first?
But you gotta play for your out. Like
yeah. You have to.
Because this
That's
Ash
a mistake.
goes
That's
to,
a mistake.
Oh yeah, this Ash goes to what 7, 8, 9
Yeah.
versus 7. I mean, if you're SamDSherman, you take this trade.
Do you? I mean, you can just punch first and just kind of ruin his day, right?
But you're okay with the Ash living. Very importantly, you're okay with the Ash living because that means.
But he calls the week.
Equip anything to Azir.
But he calls the week. He calls the week.
Oh, that's true. That's true.
So he has to punch first here.
But if you okay, yeah, that's really interesting.
Yeah.
No, that's
yeah.
that's a good call. That's a good call.
Yeah, and also this equipment, like it or not, whatever. How much might is this? Irrelevant. He still needs to put enough resources. Yeah, this is a terrible spot. Like, I'm even. Yeah, this is terrible.
I mean, your call the weak line makes a lot of sense. I almost wonder if the playing the second Ash line is still better though.
I actually do think it's better the way that you explained it. It's only better if there's no another second punch first, but that's 2 or 1. That looks like a 1.
Just one.
Okay, yeah. I think you're correct. I think the Ash
Yeah,
first.
if you play the Ash first, take it, and then
Call the weak.
you have free reign to. Okay, yeah, because now if he drops the call the weak, you can call the weak the Ash and get the equipment back. Mm-hmm. Yep.
Nah,
Yeah.
nah,
Okay.
okay.
Yeah.
That's
Interesting.
clean match.
So, yeah, clean match. I think obviously the call the weak SamDSherman didn't expect, but I think that the reason that SamDSherman was okay with that was because of the equipment. Like you don't want to give him the equipment. All right, let's go back.
Give me a second. Okay, call the weak.
All right, so
What do you call
Arena's greatest versus Treferian
What did he
Warcamp.
mold? Let me
Treferian Warcamp seems to be very good for SamDSherman here.
Yeah. The amount of units.
Every unit's a +2. Okay. Yeah, there's the charm.
Develop a unit. Come on. This is fair. This is reasonable. Yeah. 3
Okay.
might. Yeah.
Thankfully, he's not missing his drops again.
He develops 2 drops
This
here.
would go up to 4, so he can't really charm anything in and expect the Fey Folk to live.
Yeah. It almost makes me wonder if Cleave is just back in the meta, you know? Like playing to such an aggressive
Cleave?
lab. Yeah. Would a Cleave be better?
I think Cleave would probably. I think it would do work in
this
the SamDSherman.
Yeah. I mean, do you pick that over the one drop? Like, I think Cleave's. I don't know. Maybe I think Cleave is just. Yeah, I think Cleave is better. I'm not.
I think the one drop's good because it gives you. Oh. Okay.
Yeah. Okay, and he goes to 4. Yeah, that's a play.
Yeah. I was gonna say I don't think that you can charm to the Treferian.
That unit's so disgusting. It's so disgusting.
And he returns it to hand. Yep.
He gets to go home.
I think we're just gonna see a repeat of
What's the hidden card?
game 1. I have no idea.
What orange? What orange?
Oh, Pike.
Oh,
Pike.
you're right. That's 5
Pike.
might. That's a 5. That's another broken unit.
With ganking.
Yeah, that's another 5. Yeah, that's disgusting. Call the week.
Call the week. Interesting.
Obviously Pike.
Yeah, I mean he's gonna flip Pike. You don't hate that though, because Pike has ganking.
Yeah. So he just goes to 4.
So-
He just goes to 4 again.
Yeah, he's just gonna go to 4 next
What a
turn.
powerful
and
unit.
I mean, this just looks like a repeat of game 1, unfortunately.
Ooh.
Oh, he's gonna ready. No, he's not gonna ready.
Nah, that'd be too aggressive. Maybe the correct decision though, because you guy goes to 4.
Yeah, because you're going to 4, but at that point, all you would do is trade.
Maybe that's good enough sometimes, you know. But I mean, that also decelerates him from his own game plan, which would blow.
Yeah, I just. Oh.
Maybe it matters. Okay, he'd be at 3. He'd be at 2. Let's say you trade, you accelerate. Okay.
I don't think you. I mean.
I think you're forced to. I think you have no option. Even if it was unoptimal, I think
you're forced to just because this Pike just scored 2 points.
Yeah. And this just makes sure you're. I mean.
And you know that he has the Fey Folk, so like. This is tough. This is really tough.
Yeah, you probably just do it. I think you're correct. I think you just do it. Yeah, I think yeah.
Oh god.
Yeah.
Oh god.
I think you had to do it. I think
God.
you're right. I think you're supposed to do
Oh
it.
god. Okay. So that's 5 might versus 4. He would need to play something.
And then remember,
flip it to
and then
Sand
Rengar's
Soldier.
back on the line, back home.
Yeah, and if you have another unit, it's just gonna get charmed. So SamDSherman's almost guaranteed to go to 6 next turn.
Yeah, yeah. It's definitely a mistake not killing that unit and trading. As much as it hurts, it does not matter.
You have to stop this deck. Azir is just too slow for what SamDSherman is doing. Unfortunately.
I mean, Azir develops one unit.
Azir, and I'm telling you, he's just a little too slow.
He develops 1 unit a turn. That's all he can do. Poor little Azir.
Yeah. The Emperor is facing budget cuts.
Yeah, literally. Discipline
For the draw or to help with the trades. That puts it to 5, so it would be at 6. So this does take Trifarian. But again, next turn you're gonna get hit with a Rengar.
a big fat Rengar.
Because if you're Rocklho, you're kind of in a no-win situation here. Like, you're forced to play out gear and accelerate.
Okay, that's okay. That's a little bit better.
Right, but you're forced to play out gear and accelerate, and what's going to happen is, even if he takes the Trifarian War Camp, unless he equips, if he equips, then that's good, because that gets you an extra 2 might at the battlefield. So then you would be at 6, which still isn't enough to beat a Rengar, unfortunately.
I will say, if he did accelerate this, he does not have the line where he has to, where he can equip that. But at the same time, you wouldn't be in a position where you're almost 2 points behind, and you have another turn. So I'm trying to see if this play even mattered. Like, I still think it's a crucial mistake. Ooh.
Okay. Yeah. So if he has a discipline.
Oh yeah, that's pretty good.
I mean, you take the brutalizer here, and now you know that.
Why not defy that? That's actually confusing. Why not defy that?
I think you just don't want to deramp.
Who cares? Oh, well, look at your hand. What do you have?
I know.
No, there's no way. Yeah.
So, I think maybe you Tasty Feyfolk.
Tasty Feyfolk, yeah, whatever.
Or not Tasty Feyfolk. I think you Irresistible Feyfolk, and you get the Doran's Shield Sand Soldier off of the Trifarian War Camp.
And you move Averna.
And then you Rengar, and then you move in Ferna. Just because you really don't want to deal with multiple units over at the Trifarian War Camp, because technically you could just Rengar there.
You know this guy's hand is so terrible. Like,
yeah,
he has Rengar in there.
Yeah,
Who cares?
Who
cares? Yes.
Now he's at 8.
Yeah,
and now you just
move up, go to 4.
To 6,
yeah, and then you go to 5.
And now he has no units, and he has to top deck.
The worst Arise in history. The worst Arise in history.
I think he still just loses.
He does.
And also, SamDSherman could have a punch first here. So
imagine he's only at 4 in this position. Imagine he was only at 4.
This is game over.
That's over. Oh, on Arise.
Oh, it's an Arise.
Does not matter. Does not matter. Does not matter.
No, it doesn't. Because if SamDSherman has a punch first, and you play it on... Oh, God. Yeah, Deck's too slow, and Rocklho doesn't have enough card draw, doesn't have enough energy.
He doesn't have enough anything.
Yeah, I fear that Shurima is not hitting their military recruitment goals this year.
Yeah, it's kind of... Yeah. I mean, you obviously...
you have to Arise. You obviously Arise.
Yeah. The weakest Arise in history. To be fair, the lack of equipment also hurts. He's got really unlucky in that department. Like, disgustingly unlucky. And in theory, you have... I mean, you sent all your units to the right side to kill Avernus. You have to. Yeah, all of them. There's no way. Are you greedy? Okay, yeah. You have to.
Yeah. So that's, what, 3... It's
6.
6.
Yeah.
So if you punch first, it's a trade. And he has one in hand.
Oh, you do
I think you still punch first here.
You do it.
Oh, yeah. You punch first here. He hasn't played a gear, so he gets no other units. And then if Sam draws like anything, he like wins. Or if you have a Grim Apothecary in hand.
Yeah, doesn't matter.
Yeah, no,
It's over. It's
Yeah,
over.
this
He would,
game's-
and he would be, in theory, he'd be at 7 right now. He can only go to 7. Let's say he'd be 4, goes to 5. Yeah, him not readying that unit is a mistake, massive mistake. We see,
Yeah.
obviously see. I mean, but to be fair, the lack of equipment, his only equipment got sent to the Shadow Realm, the Brutalizer.
Yeah.
Why did he
I
defy
feel
that?
like-
Why did he defy that? I'm just.
Well, because based off the way SamDSherman is playing, I really don't think it matters.
No, I think you have another turn. I think you have another turn to develop another Brutalizer.
Oh, because you get the Brutalizer.
You were at the Brutalizer. You have one turn to arise. You kill all his units that go up. And you're at. I don't think that's. And he would only be at 5 in this position. He would only be at 5.
Yeah, because the Brutalizer gets over a punch first on Inferno.
Yeah.
Because it takes you to 5.
You
Yep.
draw.
Kinkoku, draw. I mean, if he draws a Thrill of the Hunt, it's game over.
No, he defies. He
retreats.
can defy.
Yeah, no, that's true. That's true.
If he does the other play, he doesn't have
But-
the mana for defy. I
But
get that.
what can Rocklho do here?
Pray.
Like, he would have to accelerate an Azir.
No, GG.
He would have to play a gear. Yeah. No way. He did not just pass. There's no way.
No way, Jose, as they say.
Azir? Yeah.
You make a Sand Soldier.
Double equip.
Yeah.
Double equip. Move on
The
to
saddest emperor ever made.
Yeah. I used to rule the world type shit.
Yeah. You need an edit now.
Yeah, right. So this is what, 5, 6, 7, or 5, 6, 7, 8. Yep,
So
and you
sad.
can't even. Wait. Why don't you do that first, and then you can get the tokens at the battlefield?
No idea.
Maybe you don't care because
You cry, you're
then
losing anyway.
SamDSherman can just hold.
Yeah, well. I mean, I don't.
Darius?
Yeah, there's no
Alright,
winning
he wins,
position.
he
There's
wins.
no winning position here. Yeah, it's over.
Yeah.
You know, played well, obviously, as well as you can. But I mean, I definitely think it was a mistake him not just him-
Accelerating the guards.
He had to.
Just because Pike has ganking.
Yeah.
Just because Pike has ganking.
Yeah. Well, anyways, well, that was good. Well, that was
GG.
GG.
Yeah.